Usually when we think of a magic trick, the deception happens right in front of us,
Mm.
like sleight of hand or misdirection.
Right, something physical.
Exactly. But if you look at retail pricing, the illusion actually happens entirely inside your own head.
Yeah.
It's a literal glitch in our left to right reading brains.
Yeah, it really is.
So welcome to this deep dive. This is for you, the listener. Our mission today is to decode the hidden psychology, the kind of bizarre history, and the modern tax strategies behind why the price tags you see every day almost always end in 9 or 99. Okay, let's unpack this. Because to understand how businesses exploit this trick, we first have to understand the glitch in human cognition that, makes it all possible.
Right. So the human brain, it simply doesn't process a price tag like a calculator does.
Hmm.
There's this cognitive blind spot called the left digit effect. We've known about it deeply since that big 2005 study.
Oh, the anchoring thing.
Exactly. Because we read from left to right, we anchor heavily on the very first number we see. So when you look at a price of, say, 99 rupees, your brain doesn't logically register it as 1 rupee less than 100. It instantly categorizes that expense in the 90 rupee range.
It's wild how easily our own eyes betray us. But it's not just visual, right? Like the research shows even syllables matter.
Yeah, they do. The brain actually uses auditory representations to store numbers, even when you're just reading silently to yourself.
So if a brand writes 16.99 with the decimal and the two trailing zeros,
It physically sounds longer in your internal monologue. More syllables create more cognitive friction, which translates directly to a higher perceived cost.
that perfectly explains why this applies to way more than just money. Like think about shopping for a used car. According to that 2025 Kraft and Rouse study, a car with 59,900 kilometers feels vastly superior to one with 60,100 kilometers.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, mechanically, a 200-kilometer difference is absolutely nothing. But our brains just get totally stuck on that 5 versus the 6.
Buyers fixate on that first digit, and intermediaries in the used car market, well, they leverage that exact inattention. It's the identical cognitive vulnerability, just applied to an odometer instead of a retail tag.
Right. So the brain glitch is innate, but retailers didn't originally start using odd numbers because of advanced neuroscience, did they?
No, not at all.
The 99-cent price tag was initially a physical security measure, wasn't it?
It was. Back in 1883, long before digital inventory, retail stores faced massive losses from employees just pocketing cash.
Wow.
If an item cost one flat dollar, a customer handed over a dollar, and the clerk could just slide it into their pocket. No record of the sale whatsoever. But pricing an item at 99 cents basically forced the clerk to give change.
So they had to physically open the mechanical cash register, which rang a loud bell to alert the manager.
Yeah.
That is so clever.
Literally an anti-theft device. And the strategy evolved over time. By the 1930s in India, Bata shoes started pricing footwear with 95 pays endings. So like 124 rupees and 95 pays.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. Because they did that to dodge municipal tax thresholds, right? But it also sparked conversations. Customers would ask about the weird price, and salespeople used that opening to pitch the engineering of the shoe.
Exactly. It was a brilliant icebreaker.
I get the cash register bell and I get the quirky sales pitch. But later on, as low denomination coins just vanished in India, physical retailers started giving out hard candies as 1 rupee change. And I have to challenge this a bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Was this really a masterstroke of corporate strategy? I mean, getting a random piece of candy instead of actual money just seems like a massive annoyance. It sounds like something that would drive people away, not a highly profitable arbitrage strategy.
I totally get why you'd think that. It sounds irritating. But the math reveals a massive arbitrage opportunity. A retailer buys those candies wholesale for maybe 20 pies each.
Okay.
When a customer buys a 99 rupee item with a 100 rupee note, the retailer gives them a 20 pays candy instead of a 1 rupee coin. So they capture the psychological demand surge of the 99 price tag, but they pocket the 80 pays difference on the change.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you multiply that 80 pays across thousands of daily transactions, and it becomes a massive invisible profit center.
So, what does this all mean today? I mean, nobody is handing out candy at the checkout counter anymore. If the physical theft problem is solved and the candy arbitrage is dead, why are we still leaving that 1 rupee on the table?
Well, today, leaving that rupee on the table is about navigating massive government tax cliffs. Just look at the Indian Goods and Services Tax, the GST.
Right.
Post-September 2025, Footwear priced up to 2,500 rupees is taxed at 5%. But the absolute second that price hits 2,501, the tax jumps to 18%.
That is a 13% jump over a single rupee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which ends up costing the brand roughly 11% in net revenue. They are effectively forced to use charm pricing just to stay safely inside that lower tax bracket.
That makes perfect sense for everyday goods. But if you walk into a high-end boutique to buy a luxury watch, it's not 99,999. It's a flat 1 lakh. Why do luxury brands abandon a trick that works so well literally everywhere else?
Because luxury relies on what behavioral economists call perceptual fluency. Round numbers are they're effortless to process. They signal prestige, quality, and a lack of friction. Charm pricing actually damages premium assets.
Wait, really? It hurts them.
Yeah, pricing a luxury home at 49,99,000 degrades its prestigious image. Historically, it actually lowers the final transaction price compared to just asking for a flat 50 lakhs.
It really is a delicate balancing act. So for you listening, that missing single rupee is basically a masterclass in cognitive biases, historical theft prevention, and modern tax
A
avoidance.
perfect convergence of human psychology and retail strategy.
Which leaves you with a final thought. As digital payments take over entirely and exact change becomes completely irrelevant,